All right, so today we're diving deep into something a little darker.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to tackle this fan theory about Dexter's Lab,
Dexter's Lab.
the cartoon with the boy genius Dexter, right?
Right.
And it reimagines, the backstory of the show.
Okay.
And it gets, well, pretty intense.
How so?
Well, think about it like this.
Okay.
What if Dexter's genius, it wasn't just him being this, child prodigy.
Right.
What if it was something, way darker?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we've got these excerpts that explore this whole other side of Dexter's story.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, we all remember Dexter, right? He's this quirky kid, the secret lab.
Mm-hmm.
But this theory asks, what if that lab,
Yeah.
it's like a symbol of something deeper, something much darker?
Okay, I'm intrigued. How does it start?
Well, it starts with a pretty heavy idea.
Yeah.
It suggests that Dexter's whole journey, it begins with this devastating loss.
Oh, like what?
The death of his parents.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's dark.
Yeah, and the theory goes on to explore how that loss, that grief,
Right.
it can really mess with someone's mind.
Absolutely, especially a young kid
Exactly.
dealing with something that huge.
Yeah, and you can imagine Dexter, right? Suddenly alone,
Mm-hmm.
and the world just feels so chaotic and out of control.
It makes sense that he'd turn to science, right?
Totally. It's like he's searching for control.
Yeah.
And that's where the lab comes in, right? Like a refuge.
Right, a place where he can escape the pain of reality.
Exactly. But there's a catch.
Okay, there's always a catch.
Yeah, the technology in Dexter's lab.
Yeah.
It's way too advanced, even for a genius like him.
Yeah, you're right. Like, where would a kid even learn that stuff?
Right. And that's where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm listening.
These excerpts suggest that Dexter, he stumbles upon something.
Okay.
Like this artifact.
Like an ancient relic or something.
Yeah, exactly. An ancient piece of alien technology.
Whoa, hold on. Alien technology.
Yeah, hidden amongst his parents' belongings.
So we're talking like extraterrestrial intervention here.
That's where the theory goes.
Wow. Okay, this is getting wild.
Yeah, right.
So what does this alien tech do exactly?
Well, the theory says it gives Dexter his intelligence.
Okay, that makes sense, but there's got to be a downside.
Look, there always is.
Yeah.
It's not just a tool. It's more like...
Like an entity.
Yeah, and this entity, it manipulates Dexter.
Oh, wow.
It whispers promises of knowledge, of power,
Yeah.
but it's slowly corrupting him at the same time.
So is Dexter like an alien experiment or
That's the question?
is he just a pawn?
I mean, even a genius,
Yeah.
especially after a loss like that,
Right, he's vulnerable.
exactly, could be susceptible to that kind of manipulation.
It's pretty scary to think about.
It is, and it plays on those fears we have, about technology.
Absolutely. Like, what if something seems good, but it has this hidden agenda?
Exactly, and Dexter's genius, it becomes this double-edged sword.
Right, he can create all these amazing things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he's blind to the true cost.
Exactly.
And what about DD?
Oh, yeah, DD?
The sister.
Always messing things up.
Yeah, always causing chaos.
Well, this theory, it reimagines her, too.
Really? How
He says she's not just an annoying sister.
She's more than that.
Way more. She's a product of Dexter's experiments.
Wait, so Dexter experimented on his sister?
That's what the theory suggests.
Wow.
It raises a lot of questions about ethics.
No kidding?
Like, imagine Dexter, alone, grieving,
Yeah.
and he tries to improve DD.
Improved, you mean?
Like, create the perfect companion.
Oh, wow, that's messed up.
Right.
Why would he even try that?
Well, the excerpts say it's the artifact.
Okay.
It pushes Dexter, makes him see DD as this, imperfection.
An obstacle.
Yeah, in his quest for knowledge and control.
So he tries to control her, too.
Exactly. But the experiment, it backfires.
Of course it does.
And it leaves DD with, a fractured mind.
Okay, so that's why she's so unpredictable.
That's the theory. Her chaotic energy.
Right. It's not just for laughs. It's a symptom of something much darker.
That's a pretty bleak way to look at it.
It is, and there's even this suggestion that DD, in her own way, she's trying to save Dexter.
Save him.
Yeah, like her destructive behavior.
Mm.
It's a subconscious attempt to disrupt his work.
Like she's trying to break him free from the artifact.
Yeah, like maybe some part of her remembers.
Remembers what?
Like what she was before, and she's fighting back.
Wow. So we've got a grieving Dexter.
Yeah.
Manipulated by this alien tech.
Mm-hmm.
And DD might be both a victim and a savior.
It's a lot to take in, right?
Definitely a lot to unpack.
And the big question is,
yeah,
does Dexter ever realize what's happening?
Like the true nature of the artifact.
Exactly. What's the next chapter in all of this?
Well, that's a story for part 2 of our deep dive.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, so last time we were talking about Dexter's lab, right?
Yeah, Dexter and DD.
Yeah, and how this theory suggests it's way darker.
Right, with the alien artifact and all.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, like alien tech, messed up experiments, and DD, who might be more than just a sister.
Right, right.
So the big question is, what happens next?
Yeah, what happens as Dexter gets older?
Does the artifact's influence fade away? Or does it, like, get stronger?
Well, if these excerpts are right,
Yeah.
the artifact's grip, it only gets worse.
Oh, wow.
Like its whispers get louder, more seductive.
So Dexter's even more obsessed with his work.
Totally obsessed, pushing the limits of science.
So it's not just harmless inventions anymore.
Yeah, no, things get pretty intense.
Intense?
Like imagine the lab overflowing with these unstable experiments.
Okay.
Each one more dangerous than the last.
Whoa.
Like mutations, they're escaping into the neighborhood.
No way.
Yeah, and then tears in reality.
Tears in reality.
Yeah, like the fabric of existence is unraveling.
That's heavy.
It is. And then the echoes of Dexter's parents,
What do you mean, echoes?
like they become these tangible presences haunting the lab.
That's creepy.
Yeah, the whole lab becomes this sinister place.
Okay, but what about the artifact? What does it gain?
Right, what's its goal in all this chaos?
Yeah, what's the end game?
Well, this is where the theory connects to our fears about technology.
Like, what do you mean?
Remember, this artifact is ancient from this powerful alien civilization.
Yeah.
And the excerpts, they say, this civilization,
Yeah.
they wanted to conquer Earth.
Hold on. So you're saying Dexter, he's playing into the hands of an alien invasion.
That's the theory, the ultimate manipulation.
That's terrifying.
It is. The artifact grants Dexter knowledge, power,
Wow.
but it's all a plan to pave the way for their return.
So Dexter's being used.
Exactly, like a virus corrupting him from within.
But Dexter's a genius, he must realize at some point, right?
Well, the excerpts describe this turning point
Okay.
where Dexter finally sees the truth.
Like he sees the destruction, the danger.
It all hits him at once, the cost of his ambition.
So he tries to fight back.
Yeah, he tries to destroy the artifact.
What happens?
Picture this. Dexter's in a desperate struggle,
Okay.
trying to dismantle the source of his power, but the artifact's too intertwined with the lab, with him.
So he can't get rid of it.
It's like trying to remove a tumor that's part of you. The attempt, it backfires.
Fires. Catastrophically.
Oh, no.
The lab, Dexter's house, the whole town,
Okay.
consumed in a massive explosion, obliterated.
So Dexter, DD, everyone's gone.
The boy genius, the artifact, all reduced to dust and whispers.
That's a dark ending.
It is bleak.
There's no happy ending, no escape.
Well, the excerpts are a bit vague about Dee Dee.
What do you mean?
Some say she sensed the danger and escaped.
Like she knew it was coming.
Yeah, maybe her altered state gave her some intuition.
But others think
Others believe she perished with Dexter.
that's sad.
It is. Their fates intertwined.
We started with a cartoon about a boy genius,
Hmm?
and now we're talking about alien invasions and the apocalypse.
It's a lot to process, right? It really is. It's amazing how this fan theory,
Yeah.
it takes Dexter's lab and makes it so dark and thought-provoking.
It really makes you think about genius and the price of progress.
Man, I'm still thinking about that ending.
Yeah,
It's crazy how, like, we start with Dexter's lab,
right.
and this theory takes it to such a dark place.
It really makes you think.
It does. You know, it makes you wonder about genius
Mm-hmm.
and the price we pay for progress.
Absolutely.
And it feels so relevant, you know?
I know what you mean.
Even though it's just a cartoon.
Yeah, it's like,
It's like it's reflecting our own anxieties about technology.
totally. Like, what if something seems innocent,
Yeah.
but it has this dark side?
Like Dexter's lab.
Right, the lab.
It becomes this symbol of unchecked ambition,
Yeah, the pursuit of knowledge.
but without thinking about the consequences.
Exactly. And what's interesting is
Yeah.
the theory doesn't make Dexter out to be this evil villain.
Right.
He's driven by grief,
Yeah.
by this need to control the world.
Yeah, because it feels so chaotic.
Right. He's a tragic figure, really.
He is manipulated by something he doesn't even understand.
It makes his downfall even sadder.
It does. You know, he starts with good intentions.
It's like he wants to use science to help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it consumes him.
It's like, where do you draw the line
Right.
between curiosity and obsession?
Yeah. When does the pursuit of knowledge become dangerous?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is. And I don't know if there's an easy answer,
Maybe there isn't.
but maybe that's the point. You know,
What do you mean?
it's not about finding solutions.
Okay.
It's about making us aware, making us think.
Yeah, think critically about our choices.
Exactly, both as individuals and as a society.
I like that.
And then there's DD.
Right, DD.
Is she just a victim in all this?
Yeah, like a failed experiment.
Or is there something more to her story?
Well, the idea that she might have escaped,
Yeah.
it suggests there's something special about her.
Like what?
Like a spark, something the artifact couldn't touch.
It's like a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, amidst all the darkness.
Like maybe even in the face of power,
Hmm.
there's still a chance for survival.
It's a good message.
It is. Maybe that's what we should take away from this whole thing.
I think so.
That even as we explore science and technology,
Yeah.
we can't forget our humanity
Right, our empathy.
and our responsibility to use our knowledge wisely.
Well said.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today.
Wow, time flies.
It really does. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Dexter's lab.
It's been a fascinating journey.
It has, and hopefully it's given you all something to think about.
Definitely.
Until next time.